Okay, I'm going to talk about falls, and I would like to share this slide first, and I'm inviting you to read. This is from the article from the World Health Organization. Right. Let's not talk about this because it's there, the fact, so it's a reality. Now my question is, why do you think we fall more, the fall is more common as we age? Okay, I would like to be, lack of balance, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Any other suggestions why we? Lack of strength, yeah. Okay, we lose muscles, we lose strength, we don't go to the floor, exactly. Eyesight, yeah, problems with eyes, we don't see the things properly, we trip or, yeah. Any flexibility, yep, yep. If you ask me, for example, how the flexibility is, even if I trip, I need to have the flexibility to react, to put the leg forward, and yeah, that's an example. Or if I fall, we'll see later, my body flexible, boom, rolls, protects, all right? That's why babies is very interesting. Babies, they are fat and they are very flexible. One of the reasons for that is to fall and then, yeah, they fall, they are flexible, they don't break anything. Okay, anything else comes to your mind?
Reduce sensation in the feet. Reduce sensation in the feet.
Yeah. Problems with the feet, sensations. All right, I'm going to put here maybe a few more, health conditions, could be dementia, vision problems, arthritis also can affect the medications. So if you lose balance, also be careful with the medication you are taking. Alcohol, food we are talking about, even the things we wear, the footwear. So since the last 2-3 years, my shoes are all barefoot style. If you never heard about that, check that. And my foot is larger now than before, okay? Yeah, all right. It's a healthy foot. It's getting healthy. I'm not joking, it's true, okay? Yeah, open, yeah. Okay, and at home, things you need to be careful at home. What I'm going to talk about is the last one, is the lack of physical skills, all right, that I started before, balance, strength, flexibility, and another thing almost no one speak about that is having agility, speed, reaction. I need to react quick, okay? If I trip, I need to have a reaction, okay? So let's talk about this a little bit. And I'm going to start with a video. I will show you the video and then I'll comment about the video.
Elliot Royce falls down in front of groups of people. Watch him in slow motion. He's doing this for a very important reason. He's not clumsy. He's falling down over and over again, 14,000 times at last count, because he wants to teach seniors how to fall down safely.
As long as seniors are going to fall, I'm going to fall. Why shouldn't I learn how to fall?
Here's how he tells people to fall: bend, twist, and roll. He shows it over and over again. He says falling on trampolines with supervised guidance also helps him. He does this 3 days a week.
See, I've fallen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times in here, and the more you fall, the more you overcome the fear of falling. It's the fear of falling that causes people to put their arms out, stiffen, and take body blows, break their bones.
I'm amazed that he's 95 and doing this, and he's just showing me what the possibilities are for my age and what I can do in getting older. I mean, his mother was almost 108 when she died. So we've got longevity in the family on his side, and he's showing us what the possibilities are. He's amazing.
Royce hopes slippery sidewalks and middle-of-the-night trips to the bathroom don't injure older people, as long as they know how to handle it as they're coming down.
95. Wow. What I teach people how to fall. I use a different approach, but it's not, the point here is not being different or not. What I love about this guy is 95, and connecting with my talk first, he goes and again, it's working, he practices, and 95 is, the body needs to move. That's why it was designed for that. And I want to say, I need to say congratulations to all of you, because most of the people are drinking somewhere, drinking a coffee, drinking a tea, having sun, these guys, and then complaining about how unhealthy they are, and most of them. And you are here, learning things, getting inspired, inspiring other people, and taking care of your health. You should feel proud of that, because it's a beautiful day. We have thousands of reasons to not come in here. And you come to a room, there's no sun, listen, 4 guys talking about things, yeah, I think you should feel proud of you guys. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to put here 2 A and B. I would like to know what you think is better to prevent us to fall. A or B, or maybe A and B. I don't know. It's up to you. Okay. The first one means I should be able to have skills that prevents me to go to the floor, like being fast reaction, speed reaction, flexibility. Or I should, what is more important? Or I should have techniques to, if I fall, I'm going to protect myself, like the technique the guy was saying, rolling here. What do you think is the most important? Okay, A. Who goes for A? All right. B. Okay. And A and B. Okay. For sure, A and B. For sure, A and B is. For me, it's just my opinion. It's not right or wrong. I will say the A. You know why? We should avoid fall. So the ideal is never fall. That's the best thing. But if you're going to fall, like Madeline, a few months ago was in her gardening, and it's my client. She fell. She had a fall, and in the middle of it all, she applied one of the techniques. It just hurt the arm, didn't break anything. And I have stories like I had a few clients since they started learning following me. They had falls. And they gave me feedback. Even one once called me from Sydney, because I lived in Sydney for 4 years. Early, he had a fall and roll, and he told me the friend was next to him. Whoa, what did he do? Bah, bah, bah. The fall, it didn't break anything. It's amazing. It really works. Okay. Now, we have, like I said, we have 2 stages here. So when I'm talking about falling, if we trip or if we slip. Not climbing a ladder and boom. That I can't help anyone. If you climb a ladder and you fall from a ladder, bad luck. Okay? No technique for that. So the stage 1 is regain your balance. So we need to, in my approach, we need to do something that if we trip, we regain the balance. Okay? But if I don't regain the balance, then the stage 2 is how to fall. So preventing the falls, what skills help us to avoid falling? So the stage 1. So what can I do physically that is going to get that skills? So this is my experience and my research. These things, we need to have good vision, fast reaction time, reacting quick, strength, because let's say if I trip, if I don't have the strength, I'm not able to hold my body and I'm going to fall. Okay? Strength is important. Dynamic balance. The dynamic balance, I would like to talk very quick about this, because I notice some places they run fall prevention courses. And then one of the exercises they do is work the balance. And then balance. All right. And then I ask, I never see someone here falling. Have you ever seen someone in a static position ever fall? And never see someone, boom. Okay, see some mental problem, but we fall when we are in motion. We are in motion. So I talk about dynamic balance because I'm motion. Trip. Okay, all right. So I don't teach in my programs static balance. I don't do it. It's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's not good, but when we fall, we don't fall from a static one. So agility, agility combines different things, and core stability is connected with core, our balance. That's why the babies are 1 year. Remember, I was telling you, only on the floor, moving, because when we move on the floor, we build this strength, stability, and then hop. And because we don't go on the floor, when you get older, this gets weak, and then everything is, or walking like this to not fall. All right. Now, I'm going to show you my, this is a class I teach, it's called Vital Flow class, that also I teach falls directly and indirectly. So I use lots of different programs, because I did I do things that a little bit different than other trainers, and you'll see just to explain how to develop speed reaction, dynamic balance, etc., that I just told you. Games, I use games with balls. It's fun, it's engaging. Power, strength, things on the floor to build core, flexibility is the animal flow program. Strength training, arms. Yes. Now, agility things coming up, rolling. Hey, Jules rolling there. Okay, Jules. Okay, so this is an example, a mix of different programs that really helps to develop all these skills. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the stage 2. Let's see, okay, I'm falling, so what should I do? So when we fall, my approach is we're going to try to land in the way that I'm going to protect my body. For that, instead of being here with theories, I'm going to show you one workshop I did 3 years ago. It was with Dr. Carlos' brother also helping me, and another trainer. So around 30 people came to this workshop. Nowadays, I continue to organize, but maximum 8 people, a small group where I give attention. But just to give an idea what things we practice, learn all to simple things, running, roll the body. If you have fall forward, know how to put the hands. If you fall sideways, what is the body position for the sideways fall? This is a technique when you are very strong. If you're not very strong, you need to use another technique. And Maria there. And then, practicing, learning how to fall. Different techniques. Okay, this is a workshop, was a workshop specific, usually 2 hours workshop for falls, learn how to fall. Okay, now, good news. Empower Aging, this is not about only talks and philosophies and principles, blah, blah, blah. We are people of action, because our life change when we put action. So coming here, blah, blah, food is good, great. Boom, we don't make any change. Exercise is very important, great. I know it's very important. Sitting on the sofa all day doesn't make any difference. Okay? And all right. Thank you. Oh, is it fitting?